the song come on in the club. Put it up, put it up, put it up. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
This your girl Fina. I am back again with Tar. Yeah, we did the first video. If you haven't watched that video, guys, please go and watch that video. Tar did a video on choking. If you have little one, you have elderly one, anyone at all can benefit on that video. So we find out that when Tar did the video, Tar asked question. He said if there's anything you want to know more on choking, that you should ask, so that when he's coming for this one, he will answer the questions before he starts. But there was no question there, no one asked the question, so that shows us that everyone that watched the video understood what Tar was trying to tell us, because I was there. Yeah, so that being said, Tar is back again today to give us more of his knowledge. So sit back and relax, watch. And before we start, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Trust me, these videos can be helpful to anyone that you love, anyone that you know. Valentine is 14th February, isn't it?
Yes.
This is the best Valentine's gift to your loved ones, to your children, uncles, grandma, mothers, whoever. Give them this gift of life. Help someone out there. So yeah, Tar. Thank you.
Hello again, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you. Today we're going to be looking at safe intervention with an unconscious casualty. I appreciate that you might not have a first aid kit near you, but I'll talk about that just in case you have, or you've managed to get access to resources. So the first thing to realise is the most important person in emergency is you. Never ever ever put yourself in danger. If you remember, there was a case where, or there are cases where people have gone to rescue someone that's drowning and they drown themselves, both people have drowned, or the person that was originally drowning, they come out of it alive and the other person doesn't actually
do you remember
make
the
it.
case of the guy, the black guy that went to rescue someone and then end up being the one drowned?
Yes, that's right.
And then they end up calling him a hero.
Yeah, and ultimately the emergency services did the rescue. So the spirit of wanting to help is great. Yeah. But knowing how to help is even more powerful, which is what Fina was telling all you diamonds to do, that give the gift of life. Yeah. This is something where you can effectively rescue them and be there with them to celebrate the outcome. Exactly. Just with a little bit of simple knowledge. Yeah. And I've used one of the techniques I'm going to show you today. I've used that technique to save somebody's life. All I did was, he wasn't breathing, he had no pulses, nothing. I tipped his head back, he started breathing. Oh, so the techniques work. Yeah. So, but first of all, remember, it's your safety first. If it's too dangerous for you, pick up your phone, call for help. That's a great rescue. Yeah. You've ensured the safety of everybody in that situation, even the people coming after you who don't have any first aid knowledge. So I'm giving you the benefit of the knowledge that I give to the public and medics on a daily basis. I teach across the board, so I haven't just concocted this. This is standardized intervention.
This is his job.
Hopefully you will benefit from that, and the people around you will benefit from that. So there's no danger. Yes, you can look at intervening. Intervening mean that you avoid rushing up to them. Even in normal social contact, you don't go up to people and say, hello, like you are at a distance. So that's exactly what you're going to do.
If someone like me, you're getting a punch.
That's it, yeah. And then you'll need the first aid, yes? You can practice on yourself. So the very first thing is you're 2 meters away and you're telling them your intent. You say, I have first aid knowledge, I'm going to try to help you. That way everybody around you stops interfering perhaps, and they understand actually this person has a bit of knowledge. So let me see if that's going to work out. If it's too dangerous, I'll reiterate, step back, call for help. If it's not dangerous, if you've got it, put an apron on, face covering and gloves. It protects you and it protects them. Yeah. Both of you are protected. I'm just reflecting on the fact that there's flu and COVID.
Everyone out there needs to be careful. Yeah.
So we're protecting vulnerable people and we're protecting you. We want you to be safe and happy and effective in your rescues. Yeah. So you're going to talk to them from 2 meters away. If you've got PPE, that's great. If you've got your apron and face covering and gloves. If not, you'll just have to improvise. And all you're doing right now anyway is talking to them.
Yeah.
You will say, can you hear me? Hopefully they talk to you. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. If they do, you can have a conversation with them about why they're there. And they might say, I thought it was a great idea for my TikTok. Right? Don't go and ruin their TikTok. Let them get on with it. Or maybe they appreciate your intervention. They're saying, wow, you just smashed my TikTok.
Because everything can be used for TikTok nowadays. Like anything at all can be used for TikTok. So be careful when you're out there before you go read someone TikTok and get in trouble. Yeah.
So we're going, again, safe intervention. Earlier on, Fina was telling me about a double wahala. So we're going to avoid all of that.
Double wahala.
Yeah.
You're going to save someone and then you go in trouble. That's double wahala. You see, you're learning fast.
So you've talked to them. Can you hear me? Some people will not be able to talk back to you. They're shocked. They have a head injury. Something's gone on for them. So they're not able to talk to you. Give them a chance. Can you move your fingers? Yeah. Move your toes? Can you blink? If they respond, that's absolutely fine. If they do not respond, maybe they're not responding because they can't hear you.
Yeah.
That could be because you're at a disco, you're at a street party, there's lots of noise, there's fireworks, there's something else going on. You can get around that by squeezing the shoulder nearest to you and asking, can you move your fingers? If the shoulder nearest to you for safety reasons.
Okay.
If you reach across them and they're violent and aggressive, they might attack you.
That would be another double wahala.
That's it. Yeah. And they happen. I remember one case where it was on a train.
Do you know the meaning of double wahala to start with?
What is double wahala?
No, you tell me because you said it the first time. You said it the first time because you heard it from me. Do you know the meaning of double wahala?
It's twice as many problems as there were before. You went to fix the problem.
That's
there
it.
You go. You went to fix the problem, but you have no solutions.
Yeah. And now you're being attacked. That's double wahala.
That's it. So if you want a double wahala situation, it was a collapse. Someone fainted on the train, and the rescuer was really eager to help and went rushing to her. She was embarrassed that she'd fainted. She woke up quickly. She went to sit up and headbutt.
Oh my God!
They're both down.
That is a Pro Max double wahala.
Yeah. So beware casualties.
So when the person bumped her, what happened?
They both fell back down.
I said it's Pro Max double wahala, guys. This is Pro Max.
Will you keep quiet?
Oh my God, no. Yeah, now I get what you mean by being careful.
So this is why I've said squeeze the shoulder. Now, if they're responding, that's great. You can have a conversation. If they're not responding, then you're managing the airways. You're welcome to ask other people to help you, but it's a case of many people nowadays will sit there and point their camera at the whole situation.
Yeah.
They won't actually want to help. They'll go, but this is doing really well on my social media.
That's the problem. What's happening to people nowadays? What's going on?
A Zambian footballer, he was attacked by his pit bull, his dogs. 3 attacked him. Well, let me show you the video. Let me stop talking. You need to see this video.
Please. I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Sorry guys, we're going to come back. Ta is teaching us, but I want him to see something. And this will really help anyone out there. When someone is struggling, just put your phone down and look for a way to help.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Ta, I'm sorry for distracting what you're saying. Yeah, carry on.
No, that's quite all right. But that is, people will do that. They will just point a camera and happily watch while somebody struggles and suffers and things like that. Perhaps one of the objectives of the video is to show you how to intervene and give you that confidence to intervene. And you can get somebody else to hold your camera for you if you're really determined to video the whole thing. But it's really important that we go back to being an intervention society rather than let's sit and watch and see the whole thing play out. And as you see, the interventions are quite simple.
Yeah, or maybe there's someone there helping, then you can video it, but not when there's no help and you know that you can be of help. And the first thought that comes in your head will be your phone. No, put your phone down and help save a soul. Like, trust me, when that person leaves, the person will thank you for the rest of their life. than you having that record. Once they like it, within 1 month your like is gone and that's it. But if you save a life, the person will be grateful for the rest of their life. Always remember that.
What I tried to say.
Yeah, and the other way around to think of it is if it's someone that you know, you're not going to be celebrating, oh, but they got lots of likes and it went viral.
What have I done with myself? What have I done with myself?
Okay.
Yeah.
You won't be celebrating their injuries on that basis.
Yeah.
So maybe you look at it this way, that this is what I would want people to do for me and my friends.
Yeah, that's good.
I know that thinking
Put
doesn't
yourself
appeal
in the
to
person's
everybody,
shoes.
but perhaps if we start to look at it that way, we get better outcomes,
That's true.
safer community, safer society, and it's a mindset problem. So if we start changing the mindset and the narrative, hopefully people find that there is more security amongst the public and other people.
Yeah.
So we've squeezed the shoulder and they're not responding to us. Really critical now that you manage the airways. An unconscious casualty, if they're not breathing, and there's no guarantee that they're not breathing, they might be breathing just fine, but if they're not breathing, they'll be dead within 3 minutes. So you're going to prevent that, and it's really simple. This is, as I said, the simplest thing I've ever done to save anybody. So hand on the forehead, tip the head all the way back. Hopefully at this point you'll hear them breathe. That's your measure of success. And another thing that you can do that really helps them is to lift the chin. So you're grabbing the chin and pulling it as though it's going to touch the ceiling. Many people demonstrate this badly and you see them push the chin so that the mouth closes. Well, that's not really helping. You need to be doing productive things and you need to see the measure of your intervention. So you need to see the product from that. They will breathe, or they'll go from snoring to good clear breathing. That's the kind of thing that you're looking for. So when you tip the head back and lift the chin, hopefully they will breathe. Maybe the casualty you've come across has come off a motorbike, you suspect they've got spinal injuries, then you can avoid doing that head tilt and you can just keep the head still and lift the chin. So if you can remember to do that, the chin lift, the head doesn't move at all, but the chin moves. There's a myth going around that people can swallow their tongue. You can't actually swallow your tongue. It's attached to the base of your jaw.
Really?
Yes. So if you could swallow your tongue, you could swallow your jaw, and if you could do that, you could swallow your head.
God have mercy upon us.
So anybody that insists that they can swallow their tongue, little conversation you can have with them. You can say to them,
Can you swallow
demonstrate.
your head?
Yeah. And,
Yeah, no, swallow it, let me see.
it'll keep them busy for days. So you're going to manage the airways. Now, after you've managed the airways, there's still another step. You can't just manage the airways and let that go. So you're going to manage the airways and then check their breathing. So it's airways, then breathing. So you've got the airway managed. How do we check the breathing? We look at the chest. We put our finger in front of the mouth, see if we can feel the breathing. So they're the indicators we're looking for. Obviously, if you were back there and you could see that they're breathing, you're not going to do that check. I've presented a situation where it's really difficult to hear and see, so that's why I've included those steps. Some of you that will have done first aid training before or recently or in the past, you'll have come across this situation where you put your cheek close to their mouth and look down the chest. The reason why I haven't done that is borrowing protocol that were around in lockdown. So you're keeping yourself safe, but you're still intervening. You're not saying, oh, I'm not going to intervene at all. So you can still do a breathing check, and I've done this on unconscious casualties and it works just fine. I'm looking at the abdomen or the chest to see if that's moving. Okay. That keeps you safe, it keeps you distance, it allows you to ensure their welfare also. It could be that the casualty is breathing, which is good news, but the bad news is that they're unconscious. So we then set about looking at the issues surrounding unconsciousness, which will be a future video. It could be that the casualty is not breathing, in which case, again in a future video, I'll be showing you CPR protocol. But don't necessarily assume that your casualty is not breathing. That's why you go through the checks. So many people are too eager to do staying alive, so they want to do BGs and jump at anybody that's not moving. And
You get it? If you don't get it, forget
good
about it.
romance, but there's no resus in that. You have to actually check that they need that CPR. So don't just offer your CPR skills and pucker up and do things like that. So please, safe intervention.
Yeah.
I hope that was useful for you. And again, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. If you've got any comments, feel free.
Yeah.
We're happy to hear from you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tara.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, so guys, that is the end of the video. Please don't forget to leave your comments. Any question at all. Like, do you know what? Sometimes you feel like when you're to ask questions, you have to make like a whole paragraph or something. No, anything at all. As little as your question is, Tar is going to answer all the questions. I promise you that. Yeah. Don't forget to leave your questions. Don't forget to leave your comment. And don't forget to say thank you to Tar for coming here to help us. Don't forget to thank him. And we'll catch you again in the next video. Please don't forget to show yourself love and be safe out there. And see you again in our next episode. Bye.
Take care. Say bye, Annie.
Bye bye guys. Thank you so much.